You do not listen to the radio anymore. You do not listen to the radio anymore because standing in your kitchen screaming obscenities at John Humphrys at 7 o'clock in the morning isn't the fun it once was. Because you have run out of obscenities, your neighbours have run out of patience, and the police are giving you a warning about disturbing the peace. Again. You do not listen to the radio anymore because infotainment is not news. Because you really couldn't give a flying one about Harry, Meghan, Little Lord Fauntleroy, Prince Alabaster or Lady Eugenics. Usual caveats, lovely people, etc, etc, blah blah blah. But you do care. You do care that we spent 2.4 million to refurbish their cottage when finding the resources to replace inflammable claddings like pulling fucking teeth. And if the royal correspondent ever took time off from trumpeting the new feudalism, from their forelock tugging, fawning tone of voice, from being a pure embarrassment to hear, if they ever took time off to report that loud and clear, you'd give thanks for the miracle. But they don't. You do not listen to the radio anymore because infotainment is not news, because giving Middle England its daily frisson of fear is not news, because thought for their sodding day. Because if you wanted to listen to an audio edition of the Daily Mail, you would sign up for an audio edition of the Daily Mail, and it'll be a cold day in hell before that happens. And even then, it won't. You do not listen to the radio anymore because infotainment is not news, because once, just once, you'd like them to interrupt these cliches about knife crime to head over to Laura Kunsberg, who's reporting live from the scene of the sharp end of austerity, the closed down, shuttered up youth club, the just axed bus route, the 0 hours job, the food bank, the food bank, the food bank. What's it like there, Laura? Because they wouldn't know how to ask Johnson, Mogg, Farage, Gove a tough question if their lives depended on it, because speaking truth unto power, folks. Speaking truth unto power. You do not listen to the radio anymore because infotainment is not news, because their knowing world weariness does nothing to change anything, is intended to do nothing to change anything, because you're bored of their faux outrage, tired of them asking all the wrong questions, because they will discuss the postcode lottery without ever mentioning that it isn't a lottery at all, but institutionalised structural violence. Institutionalised structural violence. You do not listen to the radio anymore. You don't know what to do with the silence. You think.